about this on the glass, this Live Certified Sustainable. What is this?
Live Certified Sustainable is an organization of Northwest wineries, primarily Oregon, that subscribe and adhere to sustainable practices in what we spray, in our health and welfare of the employees, in our water use, our carbon footprint. It's a comprehensive program of sustainability.
You guys met in the Army. How long were you guys there?
3 years.
3 years.
At what point do you end up in Oregon?
Well, it's all his fault.
When I got out in '69, a buddy of mine and I hitchhiked across country from California and visited Dave. And
I'm sorry, you hitchhiked?
yes,
Across the country?
across the country.
You could still do it back then.
Some friends I had in McMinnville knew I liked cooking, and they said this little place is closed up and they're trying to get out from under the lease and sell the equipment for nothing. And I knew nothing, almost nothing about restaurant work. Because of that timing, which I knew nothing about, I got to meet the early winemakers because they were all happy to have a place that tried to make good food, and they sold their wine to me and I bought it, and that meant a lot more to them than I realized.
It did, because at that time in Oregon, wine was French or it was California. And I came out to visit Nick at his encouragement around 1979, I think,
I would
something
think,
like
yeah,
that.
79.
And instantly got to meet these guys, and they were really terrific. I retired in 1995 and came out here to just have some fun. I really didn't plan on doing all this, so we've been at it for a little while, and it's all his fault.
It's all your fault, Nick.
All my fault, and I'm glad.
You guys are creating a barrel for the barrel auction. These wines, a lot of them, very exclusive, they're very special.
Exactly, and this is a barrel that we've selected from an area of the vineyard that has multiple clones in it. We call it the mixed clones.
There's just something about the wines that we get from that specific, and the barrel specifically from that part of the vineyard. So it always creates something really unique, and those typically end up going into our reserves, but we decided to pull a little bit of that out so that we could showcase it for these barrel auction barrels.
The Oregon wine experience in general really is a celebration of all of these wineries. And you were talking about, still now, but back in the day, there is this camaraderie with Oregon wineries, and everybody kind of looks out for each other. There's that competition there, sure, but it is very much a family.
It's very collaborative. I think it's much different than California or maybe other established wine regions, and that's been my experience ever since starting here in 1995. But it's very collaborative. So I think that Oregon recognizes, the winemakers here recognize that all these boats are going to rise with the tide, and we're less than 1% of the production in California and the rest of the country.
It's awesome to see that we have these great collaborations, not only the pockets, like Dave was hinting to earlier, Carlton as a whole, we have a lot of collaborations here, but it's pretty widespread throughout the entire state. And you see a lot of those collaborations coming to fruition even at the Oregon Wine Experience.
Our policy of making wine primarily goes back to Dave Lett, who said, just get out of the way and let the grapes come through with the wine.
It sounds like you're having fun though.
Oh, I'm having a great time. That's great. Can't beat it. Sunshine, wine.
Cheers to that.